like there's gotta be someone who's made some kind of like beat out of the hoe sound. 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 I feel like there's gotta be some beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. There's gotta be some beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. I feel like there's gotta be someone who's made some kind of like beat.
Hello everyone! We are finally doing the skull. I have spent enough streams procrastinating. I am on alone tonight. We're doing the skull. We're doing it. I may or may not have just gone in creative and made a design. But I needed to lock in on this. And I think I'm excited. I've got something I'm very excited about. Hello everyone, welcome in. I love beat out of the hoe sound. I kind of want it to play all the time in the background, but I think that would probably annoy some people. It is skull time. And before skull time, I would like to share today's divination. On shores ephemeral, he waits to cross a river black as night and deep as lost. Which I guess I should probably also write down. Time to get your head in the game. Just like in High School Musical. That's like the one song I remember from that movie, and it was kind of a bop. I gotta get my book. Write it down. I'm very excited. We're gonna lock in. I want to do the whole thing today. I hope this is gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. My shopping list. One moment there. That's not part of the thing. There. And let's tuck that away nice and safe. Alright. Now to pull up the screenshots I took. Because Lightmatica scares me. I'm not putting the screenshots on the screen for you. They're on my phone. Alright. So I figured out a palette. It's maybe a little bit different than the palette that I said I was gonna do. Is it like nighttime yet, or is it just gonna keep raining? It's just gonna keep raining. Alright. Okay. We need lapis. We need blue wool. We need blue terracotta. We need glass for sure, and our dye. And I am gonna need to make some concrete. That's concrete, baby. And I think I actually am gonna need to set up like a proper like black wool farm. I'm just gonna swap out one of the blue guys. Actually, I could just dye one of the blue guys. Oh, our stuff that we planted grew. That's exciting. I just need to get one black dye. Look at me having something resembling a materials list. One squid dye for one black dye. You know, that's exactly what I was. Got a bit of a headache today. I think it's because it's like really hot. I didn't even realize how hot it is. But it is quite hot out. Let's see if we can get a few, because we'll need it for... I've included black concrete in the design. I took the obsidian out of the design, not just because it's hard to get, but also because it just didn't really work with it. But yeah, I think maybe I have not been hydrating enough. I have water beside me, don't you worry. I have water beside me, I had milk earlier, but I think I just, because it's hot, I need to hydrate more than I usually do. There we go. Hi, Rhythm! Yeah, I'm really excited about this skull. I want everyone to see it. So thank you all for being here. It's only 21 degrees Celsius for chaos. That's nice. It was like 31 when I checked today, and I was like, oh, okay. That's why it's like a little toasty in here. I can't use this on you like this, huh? Oh, my axe has silk touch. Fantastic. Do I have to wait for them? Do they have to be... Okay, fine. We take the wool out and we wait for this guy to regrow. But yeah, headache. So I've got... There we go. That was the problem. Iylo says it's a chilly 35 degrees Celsius. Uh-huh. Chilly. Oh, now it's nighttime. Yeah, so I have my water with me. I'm gonna try and hydrate. I'm assuming that's why I have a headache. Or maybe it's just all the arcane knowledge. Did I return the shears? Good catch, Iylo. I don't think I did. Chaos has the windows open right now. I kept them closed and with curtains over them. And that shockingly did a pretty good job at heat management. That and leaving my office door open seemed to be pretty good for heat and temperature control. Also, sorry for my stream absence. I've been very busy this weekend, doing so many things, and then job and what have you. Beavers has just opened the windows for the night. Yeah, I should check. I could check the temperature here right now. It was 31 when I checked in the middle of the afternoon. Okay, it's gone down to 24. That's nice. That's more reasonable. My phone, please rotate. Cool thing. There we go. Okay. Tools and such. Do we not have like a flint and steel? Well, we've got flint. Flint and steel. I don't think I can do it like they do in the Minecraft movie. That was a weird movie. Yes, as you call this an absence, my pal Buff Boba hasn't streamed since 24th March. Oof. Okay, yeah, that's been a while. I feel like I've been streaming almost daily though. But you know, I was gathering my inspiration for this. I was learning arcane magics. I don't know. Was doing stuff. Okay. So I did end up doing a wee bit of terraforming. I need more dirt for that. That's okay, I'll be acquiring dirt shortly. Meeper says it's 18, but feels like 27. Chaos suggests humidity. Iylo genuinely didn't believe people when they said "Let's Minecraft" was an actual line from the movie. That movie. That movie was something else, I'll tell you that. Oh yeah. Dee taught me this really cool trick. I need some fences. Wood product. That'll do. And then... where would we put... I need some moss. And I need more moss than that, so I guess I need bone meal? Mob drops. Bones. There we go. I'll go bone meal somewhere else. I don't have shears on me. Here, this seems like a reasonable spot to bone meal. There we go. Perfect. And an entirely natural shape. Hey, Direwolf! Welcome in, how you doing? I hope you've slept more than 2 hours in the past 24 hours. The silence worries me. Alright. Honestly, I think I'm gonna mine these by hand because, that shovel is so fast. So it's actually gonna be here where I do the thing. And then I'm gonna terraform this out a little bit more. So D showed me if you put fences under here, and then you put moss carpet on top, it, like, brings you up the half step like stairs. Isn't that so cool? I didn't know about that. Iylo hasn't had any coffee today. But it's 6 p.m. Iylo, don't have coffee at 6 p.m. So that's what we're doing for there. And then I'm slowly just gonna bring that out. Tyrwolf got distracted. Was the more than 2 hours of sleep comment aimed? Yes. Frequently you come in here and tell me that you've only had roughly that amount of sleep, and it concerns me. So whenever I see you, I am always hopeful that you've had a reasonable amount of sleep. And actually, with the shading that I did, I know we debated on these cheeks before, but I actually ended up going with that design. There, that looks like vaguely natural, probably. I hope. Ooh. Four whole hours of sleep! Hooray! That's not still concerning at all. Do I have a crafting table around here? I have one in my inventory. Aha! Alright. So I am gonna need black concrete. Oh, I forgot that this is, like, annoying to mine. Yes, what kind of monster would tell Iylo not to enjoy some coffee? That's like telling Chaos not to have ice cream. Well, but isn't it, like, bad to have caffeine in the evening? I mean, I do that, but, like, only because my meds don't allow me to have caffeine, like, earlier. Alright, we're kind of moving around the side. So I will swap to the side profile that I have. Harold says, hey, everyone needs coffee. And coffee, as in my friend, coffee. That's true. I don't need coffee. I don't need coffee, the beverage. I do need coffee, the friend, because coffee, the friend, is a great friend. But coffee, the beverage, I think will give me a heart attack. So I can do without that. Alright. I need more concrete. That's concrete, baby. There we go. And then, what is it? You put that in your offhand, and then you hold them down at the same time? Oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty fast. I just gotta go get it afterwards. Direwolf Cannon will drink coffee all day, every day, and not have any issues. Well, your body probably has the tolerance for it. I never really had any sort of caffeinated stuff before I got on my meds, so my body is, like, extremely sensitive to caffeine. Like, I will know if there is caffeine in basically anything you give me. I think the only thing that I've not, like, sensed it for is dark chocolate. Technically has some caffeine in it. But, like, iced tea, like the stuff you buy in the cans, has caffeine in it. I feel that. So yeah, no caffeine for the Aspen. Chaos once drank a double espresso, promptly fell asleep at the table, thus not having to pay for it, as the barista assured them. That if the double didn't wake you up, it was on him. Oh, poor Chaos. Well, I've heard that, like, for folks with ADHD, coffee typically calms them down. But I just, like, I don't like the taste. So I just never really, like, had it. Oh, black concrete is the worst for, like, seeing what I did with it. Very annoying. So yeah, I mean, if we're all neurodivergent here, it's quite possible that, y'all just have the coffee, calms you down instead of the coffee wakes you up. Yeah, I agree with Meepers. Don't care for the taste, but the smell's nice. Iylo was in the same boat regarding the taste and smell for his entire childhood, but suddenly one day, in his late 20s, started randomly liking the taste of coffee. I've not yet developed a taste for black coffee, however. Oh, Iylo, now you're scaring me. I haven't reached my late 20s yet. What if this happens to me? Direwolf has been drinking coffee since they were like 6? Okay. You're probably like immune to it at this point. Do what you want. Iylo says, Aspen, do you also have caffeine-free soda? I don't go out of my way for it, but I do, like, most soda doesn't have caffeine in it. Or it's kind of like a 50-50. Like, you have to know which ones do and don't have caffeine in them. It's not all of them. So, like, there is generally a caffeine-free soda option. But if I want a caffeinated one, like Mountain Dew, that's one of my favorites, because I'm a gamer. I will just have it after, like, 6 p.m. because by then usually my meds are like, they're not like ineffective, but they've worn off enough that my heart doesn't have a bad time at least. So, like, yes, I do have caffeine in the evenings, which I guess is counter to what I just advised, which is to not do that. But in my defense, I think I need to go get more black wool and also more ink. In my defense, I'm a really good sleeper. It doesn't bother me. Like, I can even sleep through my meds if I really, really am tired. And my meds are stimulants. Wow, 3-hole black wool. This is gonna take forever. I guess I could grab the blue wool, though. Maybe I could... Oh, I've got plenty of blue wool. I should switch the others over. Is what I should be doing. There are several paragraphs in chat. 1 second. Direwolf is gonna take a nap during stream. Well, I appreciate you being here. Iylo has ADHD. Caffeine will bring him up to his baseline if below it, and nothing otherwise, but will crash afterwards. Will crash afterwards, though, if he's fully awake. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I genuinely don't know what coffee does for me. I haven't had enough of it to ever see what effects it has on me. I just don't like how it tastes, so I don't drink it. Chaos says, then there was the day at the coffee house. They were at the coffee house from open to close about 14 hours, enjoying an espresso drink an hour. And did a Philip J. Fry drinks 100 cups of Joe? I don't know that. Direwolf also drank about 10 Rockstar energy drinks a day, all through middle and high school. Okay, I know people who do that. Were you in engineering or some kind of STEM by any chance? But also, oof. Yeah, you're definitely immune. Iylo's parents were so weird about giving him caffeine as a child. His dad was addicted to Coca-Cola, so they bought caffeine-free Coke his entire childhood, and now he genuinely likes it better than regular. Regular caffeine-free Coke is so hard to find, though, not the caffeine-free Diet Coke. That doesn't count. Huh. I don't know the difference. I couldn't tell you if I know the difference in flavor. My parents just, like, weren't big on caffeine, but they weren't like, you can't have it. So, but they just, like, they were never big coffee drinkers. And, like, even the tea that my mom had was decaf. So, I just never, like, picked up those habits. Squid? 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 Anywhere, please, please, please? Yes! You. Death, 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 dying. Goodbye. How are you still alive, you beefy boy? Iylo can't have even one Rockstar without vibrating for the rest of the day. Okay, so you and Iylo, like, that's how I just experience, like, caffeine in general. But you say that coffee just kind of, like, chills you out. Fascinating. You can tell I've chilled out when that dude just, like, does not faze me at all. Not pressed about that, man. Oh, the sun's setting, though. That does faze me. I will say, also, I have been, like, I was playing a different Minecraft earlier, and it was one where, like, I truly was just so reckless about my health. So, like, I'm logging on here, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I have to be, like, careful about that. That's like, a tricky thing. Bedtime. Caffeine started affecting Chaos after they stayed up for a week one summer in high school, DMing an AD&D game for their friends fueled on caffeinated soda primarily. You know what? Real. That sounds like fun. Very, very high school thing to do. Hello, Tuesday. Welcome in. Sorry that Discord notifications take a while, it seems. Iylo says the Coke is in a gold can is caffeine-free. Silver can has caffeine. Huh. Good to know. If I ever have one, I'll let you know. Tuesday is a fan of... Alright, I want everybody to type how they pronounce that in the chat, please, real quick. I pronounce it correctly, but, okay, Iylo is cancelled. As someone who knows French, the first time that I discovered that there are people who pronounce that incorrectly, I was dealt psychic damage. Oh, hello. Squid's right here. Get back here. So, Iylo pronounces it LaCroix. One sec. Bot. I love respiration. I can go AFK under the water for a tiny bit. It's fine. I'm chilling. Oh, ink stack there that I didn't pick up. Okay, so it's the pronunciation, the correct pronunciation is La Croix. Like with the French R, La Croix. Which is, I probably am butchering it still a little bit, just because I'm speaking in English right now. It means the cross, by the way, in case you were wondering what that actually, it's real words that mean things. La Croix. Someone from the States was like, oh yeah, I'm drinking LaCroix, and I was like, I'm sorry, shoes? You're drinking shoes. And that was just, like, that was horrible. That was truly... I didn't need to know that information. And then I found out that a lot of people will pronounce it LaCroix. And I'm like, where's the Y? It's not LaCroix. It's French. Iylo says LaCroix because otherwise people don't know what you're talking about. I suppose. I suppose that makes sense, but also... it pains me. You would do this? You would do this to me when I have a headache? I can't believe it. Alright, we've got, like, over half a stack of ink stacks. I just want to kill this last dude. Okay. This is probably like a sufficient amount of ink sacs for now. I'm not gonna turn and look around because I'm gonna see more guys that I want. And I need to stop. I need to be stopped right now. Chaos pronounces it the cross. There you go. You translated it. Well done. Okay. Let's, first order of business, we're gonna dye those other 2 sheep. Oh, my inventory is full. Don't need those fences right now. Gotta wait for them to grow some wool so I can dye them. Chaos says it's French, so I intentionally will mispronounce it on principle alone. Okay, that's fair enough. Tuesday, what do you mean it's not even real French? Tuesday says strawberry peach flavor is really good. I don't actually know if I've ever had it. I'm just like annoying about how it's pronounced. Could you 2 grow some wool? My goodness. Oh, it's because the grass is taking forever. Ooh. There's a hibiscus flavor as well. I guess I need to try it. But isn't it mostly just like sparkling water? I'm not a huge fan of sparkling water, so I don't know if I would try it with that in mind. Tuesday says it's only French for the vibes. Yeah, but it's real French words. Iylo says I'm pretty sure the company pronounces it LaCroix. Okay, then it's definitely French for the vibes, and I'm a hater now. And Tuesday says it's only French for the association with Perrier. Okay, that's annoying. Hi, Wither Dad. Yeah, we're waiting for wool to grow. It's very exciting. I want to re-dye my sheep, but the grass just isn't going. Am I, like, am I doing something wrong? Did I, like, my fences are gonna despawn at this point. You know what? I'm just gonna put the other 2 shears in here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the grass is there. Now have a munch. Have a little snacky snack. Yeah, I think it was because I was standing up there, maybe? I don't know. They both grew when I stepped down. Tyrell says, thanks for the lesson on a word I've never heard before. Much appreciated. Very welcome. It just says it's flavored sparkling water, not soda-like, and if you want it to be, you'll hate it. Yeah, like, is it like a bubbly? Because if it's like a bubbly, I don't think I'll like it. Ceres will, though. Bro, can you eat? can you eat the grass, please? Buddy, pal, friend of mine? Please? Ah! There we go. Nice. Just has a bubbly. A lot of sparkling waters use artificial sweeteners. Okay, so LaCroix uses, like, I guess, non-artificial sweeteners? Iylo says even less flavor than bubbly. Ugh. Okay, yeah, sorry. Won't like LaCroix. See, the problem with LaCroix is that, I don't like water, and I don't like carbonation. And that's just both those things, so why would I like it? Alright. I think we continue with the build for a little bit. For 12 more wool blocks at least. I gotta turn my phone back on. Get my phone to rotate again. People are butchering pronunciations in chat. On purpose, I can tell. The way Tuesday is spelled out Jarritos and with tortillas and jalapenos. Yeah, that's awful. Oh yeah, did D pronounce it incorrectly? Well, if you have no context of like what it is, I suppose that is understandable. I also need blue concrete. That's concrete, baby. I am gonna say it every time. LaCroix is carbonated water and essence of X, where X is the fruit. Yeah. Most of my experience of drinks like that is it's like it'll be like orange flavor, and it's like someone imagined the concept of an orange somewhere in the vicinity of this beverage while it was being prepared. Not a fan. But that's okay, you know? If I don't like it, that's just more for you. That's concrete, baby. That root's been conk. Yeah. Yeah, so it's basically... Is that... Is it homeopathy? Is that how that's pronounced? Yeah, the factory workers thought really hard about oranges, Iylo. That's, yeah. No fruit in it, just the idea of fruit. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna look so hard at the image for this part, because I'm pretty sure this was all concrete. I think also having planned this out in creative, now that I'm here in survival, I'm not like I'm just here and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I can just like hang out. And it's like, no, this is like dangerous. This is the dangerous one. This isn't your fun little creative world where you can just mess around. I will say I didn't do like, there's a few details I'd like to do. I just haven't like fully locked in on what they are. So if y'all have ideas, feel free to let me know. I may not get to them in like this stream because I'm just gonna do the design that I did. But like at the very least I will know to like gather material. Okay, there's black concrete up to here. I'm leaving those blank for a reason. It is all done with a reason. Tuesday says no. Homeopathic medicine pretends to cure you of all ailments. The quad just says it's tasty and fine-ish for you. Fair enough. Not much false advertising there as far as I understand. Homeopathy, because we support the gays. I like that pronunciation. Homeopathy, another word for gaydar. Be gay, do crimes. Image of untitled goose game with a knife in bill. Chaos adds context. Goose is, gay is goof in Irish and sounds like gay. That's fantastic. We love gay goose in this chat. Real, Iylo. Real. Okay. This side bit is annoying me immensely, so I'm just gonna go do the other side. The sides are like roughly symmetrical. With like a few changes. I was like, oh, building from an image. This will be so much like I can engage so much more with chat because I'll be just copying off an image. But this the problem is that now I'm looking at an image. Oh, this part is different on the both sides. That's annoying. This annoys me. What do we think, chat? Do we like the wool or the lapis better? It's almost indistinguishable, I'm gonna be real. Maybe I'll just leave it like that, because honestly, you can hardly tell. Iylo says, I understand light Matica intimidates you, but it's so useful. But consider, if I had light Matica, then you're all just gonna see what the finished build's gonna look like. Now you get to, like, watch it sort of happen still. There's still a little bit of a, like, surprise and suspense. What their dad says is now the wrong time to tell you I have a skull sitting on my desk. No, I think that's delightful. The good news is I only used the lapis blocks at the front. I just didn't like how flat the, like, dark blue concrete was texture-wise for, like, the sides. However, or, like, I didn't like how it was for the front, but it works on the sides because I did, like, some more detail work. So that should be it for the lapis. And we've still got 13 blocks, which I think is more than we're ever going to use. We also have so much blue wool. My goodness. I went a little crazy with the blue wool. Chaos was gonna work on their base on Game and Spoonies, and then I went live, and Chaos remembered that I was gonna stream. Yep. Not my usual stream time. There are reasons twofold for the lack of stream at my usual time. One is because something I was working on ran longer than I thought it would, and I didn't want to, like, rush this. And then two was I was, like, doing something for basically the entire length of the stream time, almost exactly. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna do it after. I was gonna do this stream either, like, it was gonna be either tonight or tomorrow afternoon, and I asked a bunch of people and everyone voted for tonight. So here we are. Neeper says wool, but yeah, I could also leave it as B. Leave it as is. Chaos tries to only use Lighmatica for tactical builds. Yeah, like, I can figure this out from an image. I am a strong and independent Minecraft YouTuber. Streamer currently. The YouTube part has maybe been moderately neglected. But it will happen. Also, sorry to everybody who, like, kind of only watches the VODs. I'll get to it. I'm sorry. Iylo also votes for the wool. I'm gonna... Alright. If everyone's voting for wool, I'll put the wool in. There we go. And I think that's literally it for the lapis. I don't think I need that anymore. I gotta get some dyes for the top bit. Okay, we're gonna start with this many. And see how this goes. So this is the cool and fancy thing. Is that this is how I've textured the sides, is I've decided that it would look cool if I put, like, these big sort of glass cracks in the side of it. And that added some good texture to the build. So that's what this is that I'm putting in right now, just for context. It is certainly a weird process building a thing that I've already built, because when I'm, like, trying stuff out, I usually stick with one block, but here I'm kind of making my way through the rows. We're kind of reaching the part where it gets really annoying in survival. Doc's doing pulsating cracks this season of Hermitcraft? That sounds cool. I'm intrigued. Yes, we'll use Lightmatica to preserve a build after the fact. That's cool. That makes sense. Yeah, we might have scaffolding. I'm honestly, Iylo, I will probably just pillar up with dirt. Oh, we have the Bernie. We have the fire, don't we? We have fire, and it will burn things. I should be wary of that in my design. Cause like, okay, let's work through this. If I set fire to a block here, uh, that's gonna like burn the rest of the stuff, right? I think that is true. Iylo says apparently today's snapshot added a new world type, all dimensions flat. Ooh, that's intriguing. Chaos uses moss as scaffolding, breaks quick, and you can crouch on it. Ooh, that's true. Moss is a good one. Yeah, so oh, so by the way, the design I came up with for the eyes, I tried the creaking heart. It doesn't glow as much as you would think. Yeah, so if I light this on fire, everything's going to burn, right? Right? I don't see a lot of burning happening. Soul fire doesn't spread! Yay! Thank you, Iylo, for this information. Fantastic news, everyone. The cool eyes design is back on. So this is what I came up with so that it can be too tall. Like 2 blocks tall. There we go! Yay! Ta-da! Isn't that sick? Wither says I should not light the fires yet. That's probably good, not getting Aspen burned idea. We'll turn it off for now, but I just wanted to show off the cool effect. And also make sure that I didn't have to change the wool around it. Alright, well that's fantastic news. So we can keep using the wool then. Alright. There we go. Can I reach the next layer? I can. Just barely. I'll go get scaffolding after this, I promise. And maybe deal with my inventory situation. Oh yeah, sulfur also burns indefinitely. Yes, that is part of the reasoning. I won't have to just constantly relight my build. It does do more damage than normal fires, so be careful. Okay, yeah, very good call. I'll light those like at the end. Okay, I'm going to remove some things from my inventory. Like, the excessive amounts of blue wool that I have accidentally acquired. How did we get that much? They're not that fast. Guess I just wasn't paying attention. Maybe I'll make some shears and use the blue wool as scaffolding. And I have a bunch of dirt now, too. And I don't need the fences anymore. Don't need the... Well, I need 2 of this, actually. I shouldn't need the rest of this. Or wait, do we have a nether chest? Yeah. Okay, the rest of these things I should keep with me. Ooh! We can use the wool in an ancient city! Great thinking, Wither Dad. I can be trusted in an ancient city. Oh! Iylo says that's why the campfire, the soul fires are used in mob farms. It does more damage. That makes sense. Let's see how we're doing on black wool. I will need more of that very soon. Yippee! Nearly a stack. That's much better. Chaos says it's faster to just run through with farm implements breaking all the shriekers. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I think we should do that method. What do you think, Wither Dad? Do you want to come to the end city with me and we just smash and grab? Does that sound good? Not End City, Ancient City. I was watching Jimmy's video where he did the game backwards today. And actually, I don't think even he was calling them End Cities. He was calling this End Cities both. So, it's just a mess all around. Ooh, see, now I'm inside, and I have to, like, reverse the image that I'm looking at to be from the inside perspective. This is a fun exercise in using my brain. That says, sure, I know I can trust you there. Mm-hmm. Chaos has yet to die doing that method. Huh. No, my glass! That's fine. We'll do the interior last. That's the one I feel like needs the most details. Aspen using their skull ball in a skull? Yes. Yes. When I was trying to come up with the design for this, I was rotating a skull in my mind. Now the skull, rotating me. I need more glass. I know glass breaks without silk touch. I wasn't trying to break the glass. I just didn't react fast enough to not break it when I was trying to break the wool above it and the dirt or whatever above it instead. I had a skill issue, okay? I need more glass. We got more glass. Glass. Oh. I need glass. Iylo says, rule 2, am I doing this right? Correct, you are. Can you make glass in here, or is it only in here? I don't know. These are all empty, though. Also, all the items have been rotated. That's fun. Glass is only made in furnaces. That's so annoying. I want my glass faster. Because the thing is, a good chunk of that upper level is actually going to be glass. Okay, no, we need to think about dyes. We need to think about dyes. I can wait for the glass to smelt. We need to get some colors up in here because I believe I used, yeah, 3 different colors on the top. We've got blue. And we've got Witherdad's farm to get us more blue. We need purple and magenta. Okay, we got 1 magenta. How to make... Well, I assume it's red and blue. Makes purple and then add white for magenta? Is kind of my best guess. Okay, wasn't there like a flower forest around Spawn? Is that true? And Spawn is this way. I remember this part. Magenta's purple and pink. And can you get pink via white and red? Like one might logically think, or no? Flower forest other way, says Withered Dad. Okay, cool. I remember nothing then. I thought there was one over here too. I mean, there's flowers over here. One on the mound between spawn platform and village. Just doesn't have the daisies. Okay. Well, that's fine, because for once that's not the flower I'm after. I'm after these fellas. And I have 0 numbers on how much I need, because I don't know how much glass I used. I know I need the least of the magenta. I think I can probably get away with, I think it's more than 8, but maybe we could do 16 and that would be fine. So we only need 2 magenta dye. The purple, maybe twice that, so we'll go for 4 purple and 2 magenta should be good. I feel like I'm backstage, like I just saw Spawn out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, oh, the sneaking back here. It's fine that we're finding more red than blue, because I already have a bunch of blue. I don't know where all the blue came from, but I do have it. Oh, I don't have a bed on me. That's fine. I just need some flowers. I just need flowers real quick. Hello, my dear friend. You should probably go sleep instead of following me with my flowers. Okay, I am like headed back in the correct direction. I'll be fine. Just make sure I can run. Okay, I can sleep in the village and then I'll pick up some stuff. Yeah, there's like a bunch of flowers here. This will be great. Y'all, can you like stop having disagreements? Thanks. Okay, so lilacs give you magenta dye. Ton of lilacs across the river towards Strong. Okay. Maybe I'll grab some of them as well. Like, while I'm on this mission, I may as well grab just like a bunch of stuff. Like, this is kind of in that direction. I mean, I've almost certainly got everything I need, I think. Let's try it out. We'll make some red dye. Now we can make some purple dye. Now, there's no flower that gives you white dye, is there? Do I have to go home and get that? Lily of the Valley gives you white. Pink tulips gives you pink. Okay, well, I saw a bunch of tulips and such over here, so let's see if we can find some stuff and just figure it out. Ah! Pink tulips. We'll leave a few so that people know that they grow here. I think if this is the flower forest, they grow there. Okay, so there's some pink dye, and there's some purple dye. And now we get magenta dye. There we go. We've got plenty of magenta dye. We'll just make some more of this. And then I don't think we need 10. Let's do that many. And then we've still got a ton of like, we've still got enough blue dye, I think, at least for now. We've got the means to make. I would say that that is a good trip. Okay. Where is the sun? Oh, it's directly above me. That's really useful. That's so useful. I think it's moving that way, which I think means that home is that way. White tulips give you light gray dye. That is upsetting. Oh, there's a beacon. How kind and useful of someone to have set that up. Very convenient that there's like flower forests all over. Also, I think I fully misunderstood the directioning. Well, I think I went in the right direction. I'm just too far over. There's the boat dock. There's a path from the village back to... I know there's a path from the village back to home, but what if I wanted to be more direct? Yippee! Let's check on the wool while we're here. Wow, so much wool has happened since I last checked. That's fine. We've got enough, I think. Alliums are also a source of magenta. There's so many sources of magenta. That's delightful. Alright, let's check on our glass. So I'm gonna need more blue glass than that, I'm almost certain. And I need more black glass. Oh, this takes forever. Oh, Cat Loaf, hello. Welcome in, we're building a skull. I need to stop leaving the door open. Chat is giving me many useful advice on how to acquire all of the dyes that I... Okay. So we're gonna do, 2 stacks of magenta. Or two things of magenta. And that should be enough, because there's not a whole lot that I need of that one. And I guess I can only get 1 round of purple right now, because we gotta wait for things to finish smelting, and they're taking forever to smelt. I'll probably need at least 16 more of the glass. For the black glass as well. Oh, there's been like stuff going on. Oh, relics. That's fun. That's smart. To get in on that. I will say, the spirits have been surprisingly calm today. I wonder if they were so active before because they were like, just do the skull, do the skull, Aspen. Now I'm finally doing whatever it is that they desire. Can't check that or confirm that. Forgot to bring a button with me. Buttons are crucial to divining the spirit's will. Well, that works out perfectly. That's the amount that I had. With it says make some relics. Yeah, that is, I guess, how you would get in on the relics. Listen, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. How much more black concrete am I gonna need? Like, probably a substantial amount. I'll make another stack. Ah, I need to go get supplies for another stack. Says it's a shame that buttons are just so hard to craft. Listen. Here, look, I'm near some buttons now. If the spirits have anything to say. Yay! They are pleased by the skull. This is fantastic news. There we go. So the vibes that we're going for here is, like, I googled crystal skull for inspiration, and I didn't want it to be like just a fully glass skull, because then I find that if you can fully see through it, it kind of like diminishes the effect, because unless you shape the entire environment around it to make it like fit the vibe, then you're just seeing like random stuff that kind of detracts from the effect through it. So I'm doing the top part in glass because then there's like an opening to connect to the magics, and then but it's still got like these sort of glass fissures, and that's it is sort of the glass element. Meeper says it doesn't look ominous enough. Like if it's entirely out of glass, or like you don't think this one looks ominous enough. Shape. Oh, 8 buttons don't look ominous enough. Ah, gotcha. So what I'm hearing is the skull is plenty ominous then. That's good. Aspen once again needing to use their skull in the skull to think of how things would work. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And then Did I do this correctly? This is tricky because I have to reverse it in my brain. So there's 3 blocks here, and then a wool beside it. That's correct. But above that, I think is supposed to be blue concrete. Yeah, blue. Yeah. I can hear my computer's fans whirring, and I'm like, I relate. There's so much thinking happening right now. I said thinking, and then my brain supplied the thinker. I'm like, that's a statue. I believe this one is supposed to be concrete. Really, really hoping that it is supposed to be concrete. We'll go with that. Spatial reasoning, yeah, spatial reasoning is a skill, and I'm flexing that muscle real hard right now. I hate when I'm thinking really hard and all the people around me can hear my brain fans spinning up. Yeah. So real. So true. Okay. Um So here's hoping I have enough blue terracotta. Okay. Back to the front of the skull. So on the very corners, we have blue glass. I'll have to get that one later. There. And then on top of that, this is all blue glass. There we go. Oh, you know what I didn't take a picture of? The top angle. This is gonna get real confusing real fast because I can see the other glass through the glass. Good. Good. This is gonna be a real treat. And I didn't make the top like perfectly like it's not the same. It doesn't go all the way back on the other side. So most of the glass, it's front heavy on the glass, basically. And then, on the back, it kind of comes up a bit more. I'll delete that dirt later. Okay, if I look at it line by line, it's actually not the worst for figuring out what's supposed to be what. That's kind of the front bit done. Oh, figuring out the sides is gonna kind of suck a little bit more, though. Okay. Oh, there's nothing to place that off of, huh? There we go. I think this is blue glass. This looks like it should be blue glass. Iylo says, Aspen, check your Discord. Okay. I did hear the Discord noises. Usually it's not DMs. I'm receiving visions from the beyond. I appreciate the beyond so much. I'm gonna have to put this on my phone, though. Okay, while we're down here, we're gonna deal with that annoying line of dirt up there. I think maybe I put things here. Unclear. Probably this was the same. And I'm fairly certain that's supposed to be like that. One of the tricky things about building in creative I found was making sure that it looks good from the ground, because that's the main way it's going to be viewed. Kept having to remember to like not fly around too much, because it's really not going to be seen from the air all that often. Okay. So after this sort of big square of 4, we got another one of those. And then above it, that's purple. And then these 3 around it are the blue. Like so. And those 2 are purple, and the 2 directly above it are purple. Well, it's blue. And that's all that I have left of that, so that's fun. This, I think, looks like purple glass. That's not the correct location. There we go. That's purple. And I'm fairly certain the one behind it, also purple. I think this might be where the magenta starts coming in. Shout out to having visions, though. Having visions, such a real one. For very suddenly and clearly remembering all of the patterns that you did in creative. Highly recommend. So this is what I mean about it, like the glass sort of like leans more towards the front, is that it's like, well, here's the pattern. Yeah, so it's that, and then 5 wide. Yeah, and then it just immediately goes back down to 3, and then to 1. And the rest of the top layer is purple. Okay, I mathed right on the magenta. I don't think I mathed right on the purple. I'm gonna need... Well, I did math right on the purple. I knew I needed more, but I didn't have the glass for it. welcome back, Direwolf. I hope you had a good nap. Oh, not well? That's unfortunate. Meepers does the same thing in creative. I'm assuming you're talking about the, like, gotta remember it needs to look good from the ground sort of situation. I'm looking at the visions and I'm like, did I use pink? Or is that just the lighting? Unclear. I think it is just magenta. Magenta just looks very pinkish sometimes. Ah, the visions forgot to turn shaders off. Well, that'll probably explain it. Okay, and I think beyond that, I think just this whole top layer is glass. But I gotta go get more because it only smelts in a furnace, so it takes 1 William year. I have heard the sound of another vision arriving. Meeper's turn with the nap. Gonna lurk. It's 3:30 a.m. Meepers! That's not a nap. That is called going to bed. Which, my goodness, it is quite an hour. And then get more sand. I'm definitely gonna need more glass than this. I'm gonna smelt up another stack. If it's more than I need, then that's fine. Okay, we need purple glass. 8 more might do the trick. Maybe. I'm gonna bring a crafting table up with me in case it doesn't. Good night. Good night, Tuesday. Have a good sleeps. Oh, yeah, 8 might actually be enough. Oh, actually, it definitely will be because I didn't use... glass on this the last little bit. I made it the blue terracotta on these corners. So actually, I'll just leave those as is. Yeah, that looks correct. Need more blue terracotta is the next problem that I need to solve. Shout out to my visions, though. Um... Yep, there we go. The rest of this is gonna be blue terracotta. So, not much more for me to do up on top right now. I feel like this has simultaneously come together very quickly and very slowly. Like, I mean, it's coming along very rapidly, as you can tell, but it also, like, I've been live for an hour, for a while, almost 2 hours, which is how long I sort of estimated this might take me. I think it's gonna take me a little bit over 2 hours. Alright. Yeah, a lot of time was spent waiting for grass and wool to grow. Yes, that was the bottleneck. Alright. This side needs some work. Alright, there's a T shape there, and there's a little corner shape here. And then these two should be glass. There we go. And then underneath this corner is concrete. And black wool. And then these two are concrete. And then this corner, blue wool, easy. I am so glad I set up the blue wool part, or the blue wool collection. It just makes this so much easier. These two blue. So, okay, so that should be the blue terracotta. So I think that's everything here. And then figuring out the everything else really helps figure out what the black concrete is doing. Okay, so there's two wool. So there should be one in here. Two black wool. And then this is concrete, baby. Yep, that looks correct. So there's a side of the skull. I'm actually gonna hop inside. I discovered in creative while I was doing this that there's a good chunk of this that just straight up doesn't need to have dirt in it. Oh, I need to figure out what that's gonna be, actually. I should leave the dirt in that spot. But, like, these walls, there's just a whole layer of dirt in here that just doesn't need to be there, and I found that out when I was putting the glass in and I was finding dirt behind it. Like, okay. We can take some of that out. And while we're at it, I think it just looks cooler to have the black concrete there. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Aww, Chaos is laying on the couch, can't reach keyboard because an aggressively affectionate Void Kitty is on them. Aww, Void Kitty. Iylo's stepping away to make food. Alright, everyone, quick, before Iylo gets back. What's the fastest way I can die? Catlos has gotta head out. Well, thanks for being here. Thank you. I will be doing my best. I'm actually gonna need glass for this. Chaos says soul fire. Okay, so do I burn myself on the soul fire? Bye, Catloaf. Have a good time zone. Iylo says, I can still hear you. If I start to hear damage ticks, I might actually drop a hot pan in my rush to get back to my PC. Oh, the temptation now just to do something because I think it would be really funny. I have so much power. Unfortunately, I really want to finish this build. Cause see, that's the thing, is I figured you could still hear me. But I would prefer to not make you drop a hot pan also. That would feel a little mean. Well, I appreciate that you have enough faith in my ability to stay alive that you are willing to go cook food, and trust that I will live long enough that you don't have to drop a hot pan in your rush to get back to your PC. Chaos says, I think that's the point. Yeah, exactly. The point is to scare Iylo. I will say the dirt behind this section is useful right now in that it gives me a surface to place stuff on. Oh, Not what I wanted. There we go. And what blocks are under these? Okay, and then the other blocks up there, that is all the terracotta. So we're actually almost done. It's literally just the terracotta that's holding us up. I actually don't even think I need any more glass. There's one more glass that goes here, yes. That's wool, and these two concrete. Is that correct? Oh yeah, that's my pillar. I was like, wait, why is there blue wool there? It should be black wool. It is. It's under there. Oh, it's nighttime. I need to pay attention. It is nighttime. Ha 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 ha. There we go. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm having a normal and safe time. Quick hydration break. I think my headache honestly might have had to do with my headphones more than being dehydrated, because they were kind of pressing into my head, and so I adjusted them, and now they're not doing that. Okay. So this corner, this is a wool block. And then I just need to check. So top view. Yeah, it's literally just the blue terracotta that we gotta sort out. Alright, let's go sort that out then. How do we make terracotta? Autocorrect won't let chaos type Iylo. My condolences. So anyways, check it out! It's most of a skull! Cook a clay block. Okay, I'm gonna make... I mean, I probably won't need a stack. I'll make a half a stack. See how far that gets me. How much blue dye do I got? Enough. Definitely enough. Why do I go the long way around when I specifically made a door to not have to do that? Alright, we'll cook those up. Actually, if we're gonna be using kelp, which we will, I'm gonna make it 40. And now we just have a stack of glass, because it turns out I actually didn't need all that. That's fine. Play. Go. I will remember to close my door. And now I guess we can start, like, putting stuff away. Blue wool. I'll keep that for scaffolding. Glass. That's all the glass. Wool and dyes. I need that. You know what? Maybe we can move the flowers to dyes. Because I know we were running out of room in the organics chest. So now we can run out of room in the dyes chest instead. Lapis can go by the enchanting table. We have so much we will never run out forever. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Actually, I'm taking the dirt. The sand and gravel can go in here now. I'm taking the dirt and I'm putting them in the dirt chest. Because Iylo just kind of already has one out here. And I guess I can bring back the rest of this, because this was all project materials. Iylo remembers reading somewhere that the reason Mojang never added double barrels was because they didn't want people making shotgun jokes? Weird. That actually took me a second. I was like, what? How? I'm putting this in the extras valuables chest because we have so much of it now. Yeah, okay, actually I'm taking the flowers that basically, okay, flowers that weren't gathered for dyes are going in organics, and flowers that were gathered for dyes are going in woolen dyes. And that's my sorting system now. I don't know where to put the rest of this stuff. Black concrete I still need. I think I'm done with the black wool. Thought the blue is scaffolding. I guess the glazed terracotta is a product? No, it's raw apparently. I guess these are soft. Like, we've got the materials to make concrete powder in here, so sure, we can put the concrete powder in here. I'll need that for the terracotta. I don't think I need any more blue concrete either. I think our criteria was like, wait, I just have terracotta. Why am I smelting clay? Well, it's too late now. Alright, we just have more terracotta now. I am a fool. I am a fool. I should have looked through the chests. I might need more black concrete, so I'll keep that. This is just my tools that I've been kicking out of my inventory. Shears is for my scaffolding. Okay. That should be everything I need, and I'll grab some more materials to make concrete powder in case I need more black concrete. And we should be good. I don't know if we can re-dye this, so I'm gonna go with this many for now. And if we need more, I'll make more. I'll bring that up with me. And up we go. Oh, these front bits. These front bits were glass. I just didn't notice that. That's fine. Tuesday doesn't want double barrels. They want different colors for barrels. Real. Like a dark oak barrel would go so hard. But they're cowards. I think there's a few glass that I missed, actually. I'm gonna have to go back and get some glass. Yeah, I think this part is supposed to be glass. But I was right on my math. I didn't need a whole stack, so it's a good thing I didn't make a whole stack. Now how much glass do I need? I think it's all purple glass. But let me verify. I think I did the one side but not the other, and that's the issue. Okay, I think I need some purple and some blue. So I'll sleep and then I'll go get those. Actually, no, it's not. It's too early. It's not gonna let me sleep. I'll go get those. Yeah, too early. Hi, George. Um, glass, 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 glass. I'll start with that and see how far it gets us. But like, check that out! That's so cool looking! Ignore the fact that you can see the dirt on the other side through the crack right now, but like, look! It's a skull and there's like stuff going on. Oh, thank you, Iylo. I'm glad you think it looks awesome. I spent several hours angsting over this to the point that like it's hard to look at and know if it's like actually good. I've just stared at it for so long. Thank you. I'm so glad y'all like it. Aspen builder. Okay, fine. Maybe I'm a builder. Maybe. I did a great job. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. It's gonna look even cooler when I take out that dirt wall on the inside. I really want to make it glow, and I don't really know how to achieve that, but apart from that, Okay, so that... Yes, that's how this goes. And then I think, honestly, I can just copy what I did, because I think I made this symmetrical. Like, that is just purple. Yeah, that's just all purple glass. And then the layer below it... I think... What do we got? That's blue glass, so this should probably be blue glass. I think I actually had just, like, the 2 blue glass, so I probably didn't need to make more. Yeah, but that's fine. So, there we go. It's, that's my skull. Darwell says, Aspen, you built an exact color replica of a skull you had when you were younger? What? That's actually kind of wild. Folks are saying glow lichen to get it to glow. I had some thoughts about like light sources under moss blocks around the base to like have light emanating sort of like from underneath. I thought that might look cool. So that's the exterior, and then I'm gonna do the interior afterwards. But ta-da! There it is from the front. And then I've taken the dirt out from inside, so now there it is from the side. You can see like the glass cracks give it a bit of like a dynamic look. And then we come around the back. It's got a crack in the back as well. Their dad says, love it. The profile is incredible. Thank you. I tried to make it something you really can appreciate in like truly in a 3D space, you know? It's very easy to get stuck on just the front of a build. The eyes are gonna look really cool, but I think I'll save that for like a finishing touch, sort of like a ta-da, we're all done, and then we'll put in the eyes. What I want to do now is move the enchanting setup. Transition to purple as it goes up is actually really awesome. Thank you so much. I spent a good long while literally just like messing with palettes. And luckily, the one that worked the best also happened to be full of materials that were fairly easily gathered. Oh. Black concrete. I need for the interior. And I've got materials for more if I need it. Glass, glass, glass. We have so much wool now. I guess I'm moving the flowers to... I don't want to sort stuff right now. That's annoying. Alright, fine. Flowers and dyes. New barrel. Flowers and dyes. Okay, this barrel's empty. We're gonna have to start adding more barrels. Ooh, Iylo shaders are making the shadows inside very pretty with the stained glass coloring light. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, says imagine having a build with a back. Darwell says, who said builds with backs? That's preposterous. I know, right? I even put details on the back of the build. That's crazy. Alright, and I've got like a little bit of an interior planned, but I think I'm gonna do like some detail work after the fact, but I just want to move the enchanting setup in. But let's see. For the details, I think I need to make 7 additional bookcases. Which shouldn't be an issue. Quite frankly, I think, wood, if anything, is the only potential issue there, but we did recently deal with that. Sugarcane's probably our bottleneck, honestly. Do we have sugarcane? I guess not. Witherdad planted the cane. Alright, well, we need 7 bookshelves, by my estimate. By the cactus. That is where I had it before, so that works. Oh, that's quite a bit. We should be good. I knew we had some somewhere, either growing or in chests. I just thought we had some amount left in chests, but that's good. Plant it all. Get a lot going there. What do we need the cactus for again? I know it was like initially for the dyes and such, but after that. Iylo's passive XP farm? Could be, yeah. Their dad says we need it for cactus. I guess so. I love having more things that harm me in the series where I'm really trying not to take any harm. Okay, so 7 bookcases is 3 books per bookcase. And for a book, you need 3 papers. We do not have enough sugarcane. Direwolf suggests decoration and feeding camels. That's a fair point. I'm actually gonna go grab just a teeny tiny bit more of the sugarcane. I know it's the bottom one and for growing it, but listen, I need it. And I'm impatient. And I'm taking the ones that are between the cactus because they're the most dangerous to harvest anyway. See, they just disappeared to the cactus. Okay. I just need 3 more. You know what? I'll check the chests for books and paper as well. And if we have any, then I'll go put some back after. I'm checking anywhere I could possibly think of that we might have these things. Oh, we literally have a thing labeled books and paper and it's empty. Okay, well I think that's fairly clear what's going on there. Alright. Sorry, won't be replanting anymore. I need this. Direwolf says, why so much? Because it's pretty. I want to make it pretty. That's why. That's literally why. This should be enough. I hope it's not too much. Oh, Dari's asking Chaos why so much cactus. Fair enough. I'm super good at keeping up with chat all the time, yes. Silvermate built a bedrock to build limit cactus farm. 90 layers with 4 cactus per layer, then expanded 3 more duplicate powers. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Why so much? What does he do with all that cactus? Destroys it on cactus. What? Okay, sorry, I hadn't read Chaos's message. That is quite a lot. There we go, 7 bookshelves. I did my math correctly, and I'm accidentally hitting a button. Okay, there we go. Wood. Mob drops. Okay, and my pick definitely has silk touch on it. And now we just have a random potted thing there. Do you need silk touch for enchanting table? I don't think you do, but I'm not taking any chances. I think you just need a diamond pick. It's fine though. And then we're gonna do the most classic thing to do in any magical build. You will see momentarily. It's gonna be pretty predictable in my personal opinion. Alright. Has anyone guessed it yet? That's right, floating enchanting setup. This was a little bit easier to do in creative. And I checked, and this should work out to still, like, provide level 30 enchant. I mean, if level 30 is available on the table, I think that means that, well, here, we can check. Move 1 bookcase. Oh, no, okay. Well, I have no idea. It should, though, but well, I have lapis with me. Yeah, so I think the only reason it's not offering me level 30 is because I'm not at level 30. Yay! Iylo is enthusiastic about the floating enchanting setup. I'm a big fan of floating enchanting table. I feel like it's a classic when you're doing like any kind of magical themed build. So of course I had to do a floating enchanting setup. But see, the thing is that to me on its own doesn't like. I mean, it's floating, but it's still like, you know, you have to put the blocks within a certain radius in order for them to actually work for the table. Um, so the additional blocks is basically just for me to decorate with. Um, the problem is that they're floating, most of them, which actually kind of makes it a little bit challenging to figure out where exactly I put them in this image. Like, I don't think I had one directly above the table. So maybe that one just sat there? Maybe I did have it above the table. I don't know. Says maybe some amethyst clusters on the underside of the bookshelves might be cool. Oh, on the underside. I was thinking, like, the one thing about it being floating is that there is just like the underside of blocks. That would be a good way to solve it. I'm trying to figure out where I was positioning these blocks. So I was standing. Oh yeah, because I did do some stuff to like. I didn't want the eyes to be super visible. I'll be honest, I took one picture of the interior. Oh, I did bring the crack here lower down. I thought I had. I seem to have missed one. What level did I have that at? Here. I think there might have actually been glass on the back. Elsewhere too. Did I miss that? I think I might have. There's the two here. Yeah, this was supposed to be glass. Okay, I'll have to install glass later. So there was glass there, and I had a bookshelf there. I heard another vision. Chains maybe holding the setup down like it's balloons? That would be funny. I need to go get 2 more black glass. And Witherdad said floating candles. Classic, classic. There we go. I did think it could use a little bit more being lower. Okay, I think there was one Oh gosh, figuring out the angles on this is fun. Okay. You. Nope. Wrong. You. Okay, so there's just... Okay, yeah, I think this one was floating more than I have it floating here. This one's wrong, and I need to fix it. It's in a really annoying place. I think it's like that. Oops. And I guess that's why I shouldn't pillar out of the same material that the floor is made out of. Yeah, that's floating in the correct position. And then there's one up, yeah, up there. So that's, yeah, that's the 3 on that side, and then there's the one floating. And then, okay, so the one on the side I was having difficulty figuring out because the angle is weird, but I think I had it like that. That looks correct. And then the final one was definitely floating. Looks like maybe 3 blocks above it. Ooh. That's fine. Honestly, position-wise, it's actually correct, but I kind of want it to be one forward. Today on UHC Lineages, Aspen hones their spatial reasoning skills. There, that feels better. Ta-da! And then I had some kind of black concrete configuration here. And I will be honest, I don't know what it was, but I suspect perhaps if I consult my visions. I think I may be missing one more glass piece. I appear to have gotten the bookshelves right. Fantastic. I have suddenly divined how the eyes what I did with the eyes. Actually, I think I need several more black glass pieces. Looking at my vision. And some black wool. But you know what? We'll do the eyes last, and then we can light them up, and that'll be cool. So, I'll just fill in the floor first. This part's pretty easy. In fact, I can just do this. And it looks like I won't need to make any more black concrete. Oh my goodness, what is happening to my screen? I don't like how it goes all pale when it's raining. Alright, so last but not least, we're gonna fill in these eyes, but I'm gonna go grab some glass, and I'm going to clear out my inventory. I'll make some more black glass just in case. I don't think 4 is gonna cut it, but 8 should. Oh, we had so much ink sac already. Okay, well now we have more. Shears was for my scaffolding. That's fine. Black concrete I'm done with. So this is my tools that are mine. I think these were in the enchanting thing. And then I need a flint and steel. Can't forget the flint and steel. And this should be it. See, when I said I was locking in, I'm locking in. Iylo agrees looks better with the bookshelves around. Yeah! See, it was a good use of all that sugarcane. I put the black concrete away. I need the black concrete and black wool for the final bit of the eyes. I was paying attention, yes. Okay, black concrete, black wool. Okay, now we go. I do eventually want to terraform around here too, but for now, this is as far as I planned. Okay. The visions have one heck of an FOV. Iylo says I like my 100 FOV, okay? I mean, the visions. They like the 100 FOV. Well, okay, listen, I'm playing in 90 FOV, but like, when receiving the visions, it makes it seem like a singular block is in fact the size of 2 blocks, which is mildly disorienting. Oh, it's like nighttime out here. It appears I had some kind of glass configuration. I think I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Okay, so I think it was... It looks like that sort of shape. And then there's glass on the ends. And then there's glass set in one above. So if I had to guess, presumably also these last two. Let's see if my other images can inform me on this. It does already feel very magical, though. I'll add in some more detail. Got a good magic feel. Yet another vision? Wow, the visions are spoiling me. No, it was blue terracotta. I need 2 more pieces of blue terracotta. We gotta go back, gamers! It's fine. It'll be done this time for real, I promise. Alright. Up we go. Dang it. The head hitter. Can I... If I try very hard, cannot reach it. I'll scaffold up with lapis. Okay, there we go. Yippee! So now all I gotta do... Oh yeah, I didn't actually plan for, like, the chest and stuff. I'll pop those outside for now. I want to put, like, have some sort of designated thing. I'll figure that out later. There we go. My inventory is back to how it usually is. Although it annoys me not having a inventory slot. I need scaffolding blocks. Alright, cool. Alright. Here we go, we're lighting the eyes! Alright, let's take a step back. Check that out. Oh, I'm so proud of this design. Oh, I'm so excited about it. And, like, check it out from the side. I made sure that, like, the eyes still look like eyes from the side as well. It feels magical. It feels powerful. Makes my necromancer brain happy. Alright, let's step inside. Feels weirdly quiet in here. Does anybody else feel that? I feel like...
Aspen, if you can hear me, something strange is going on. Spiff isn't here with me. I don't know where he is. Fate doesn't seem worried, but he's always completely unreadable anyway. He won't tell me anything about what's going on. He's very interested in you, so I thought maybe you might have some insight. Is Spiff somehow still in your side of the veil? Can you figure out what's going on? It seems like this world might have more rules to it than I was made aware of in life. Things are complicated and nuanced on this side. It's hard to communicate in any meaningful way, but I really hope this message reaches you. I'll be watching. Let me know if you hear this.
What? I just had a vision! It works! The skull works! Also, wait, hang on. That seems really concerning. But, like, actually, I'm parsing what actually happened in the vision right there just then. Spiff's not with Iylo? That... I feel like I'm starting to put several pieces together. That must be the vision from the other day. And it didn't come through right because I didn't have, like, a powerful enough place. And now I do! The skull works! Yippee! I should probably talk to Witherdad about this. Also, I just heard... I don't even have blocks to block up the entrance. Yes, putting my armor on, probably a good first step. Whew, okay. Well, I guess I'll have to process the vision later. That looks bad! Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Time to make a secret tunnel in my base! I know there's water over here, but we'll fix this later. We'll fix this later. I'll be honest, I didn't actually put a door in my design. I thought, it'll be fine. It's not fine. Notably, not fine. Also, sorry if there's any background noise. My partner just got home. And good thing I have torches to keep this all lit up. And actually, I should probably pop some in here too, so that if I accidentally let it get too dark, nothing mean spawns in here. Hopefully that's sufficient. I'm trying to keep below the dirt because I think the water's gonna be above the dirt. Right, so I think maybe that's something that I should include. Is perhaps a passageway, out of the skull in case of emergencies, such as that one. Has help arrived?
Help has arrived.
Thank
My
you.
scout senses were tingling.
There's
And
problems.
I see trouble.
Yeah, I don't. Ooh, there's iron down here. I know you have a secret tunnel. I'm making a second secret tunnel.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I don't actually know where it's safe to, like, go up. Probably here. This feels far enough.
I think if you continue forward, you'll just hit my basement, I think.
Do you need copper? I'm taking
I'll
it
use
anyway
copper.
for the EXP farm.
Yeah.
Oh! Your basement! The copper led me to your basement.
Good.
Hi!
Nice. Perfect tunnel. Where did... Oh, okay.
It's a little janky. We can spruce it up.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
the
let's
idea
go
of
deal
a
with those
tunnel.
guys, and then I can show you what I've been working on.
Yeah. I can see.
Oh, it's like nighttime out there too. Let's take care of
Yeah.
that.
And the glow. Oh, that's
Oh, wait,
amazing.
it's glowing? Hang on, sorry. Oh, okay. Now, no more mobs.
Alright. They're all just kind of stuck in the water, it looks like.
Yeah, they can't get to us very quickly.
This almost feels mean.
Nope. They interrupted my vision. There's still one guy.
Oh,
Oh,
two.
he's figured out how to get out of the water. Don't set my vase on fire.
I know, right?
There we go. Okay, that's all of them. Let's go take their stuff.
Ooh, crossbow.
And our arrows back.
Piercing one. Yeah, that would have made a mess of things.
Yep. There we go. What's this one not? I got the ominous bottle.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, welcome to the skull.
Holy cow.
It's got a bit of a stuffed nose right now. Let's fix that.
Oh, that's so cool. For me, the lapis is like reflective.
Oh, so it's shiny.
It's very good. Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited to see it from your POV. So this is kind of the, like, center of my power right now.
Yeah.
As a necrochanter. Which is always the point that it was always going to be that, but I wasn't expecting it to work so well so soon. Like, I thought I was gonna have to do
Right.
something.
Well,
yeah.
messages have been trying to get to you for a while now.
I guess so. It's like when you connect to Wi-Fi after you've been without internet for like a week.
You're right.
All the messages roll in. You want to come inside?
Yeah.
Don't worry about the floor.
Wow.
The secret tunnel.
Yes.
But yeah, folks were suggesting like some amethyst shards and stuff, like floating candles.
Oh, yeah.
Chaos
it's,
says
like,
it was
cozy.
probably just a message about extended car warranty. Yeah, cozy's
Yeah.
a good vibe. And parkourable.
Oh.
I think this is
Even
as high as
better.
you can get. Now get down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a heart today. No!
It's fine. It makes the noise, but I have feather falling. It doesn't really hurt me.
Ah, fair.
I say if no hearts disappear, it doesn't count as damage. Which I know is incorrect, but
Fair enough.
close enough.
But yeah, that's basically what I did today.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
Thank you.
So you've had a number of divinations now.
Yeah, actually, we should talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I think, especially with the message I just received from Iylo, I am putting together, I think, all of the pieces. Hang on, let me go get my journal. I don't have it with me. We will discuss in the skull, because that's a good place to discuss, but I gotta get my journal. I'll worry about the junk in my inventory later.
Just looking at it from different angles.
It's so fun. Alright. So, I have here all of the divinations that I have received. So, yeah, to summarize the message that I just received, by the way, is that Iylo said Spiff's not there with him.
Okay.
Which is a little concerning.
So is that who we've been being haunted by, for lack of a better word? I mean, that would make sense.
I mean, it did spell spiff in the furnaces.
That's true. Yeah.
And also that apparently things are more complicated than Iylo was originally made aware of, is what he said. It's more complicated on that side. So that like there are rules that he didn't know about before, but also that it's hard to communicate, which I think is why he wasn't able to just like tell me everything.
Right. That's very interesting. I've always thought of Iylo almost as like a deity. Like, he can't be wrong. He has it all. But guess not.
No, I think there are bigger forces at play here.
Huh.
So, divinations. In this world, nothing comes without its cost. On the scales of fate, a soul is weighed and judged. He has received the gift of fate. Rejoice. Now forge connection to hear his voice. And today's, on shores ephemeral, he waits to cross a river black as night and deep as loss.
Ooh.
I think we know now who that's about. I mean, we were kind of tiptoeing around it before because, I mean, you know, you don't want to have hope in something
right,
that just gets torn away. But I mean, I think you and I both know who we'd like to bring back.
Yeah.
And that's what it seems like it's saying. I mean,
I agree.
This one about the he waits to cross a river. I mean,
yeah.
I was literally just talking the other stream about like the whole necromancers and boats thing. Like, there's river imagery there. It has meaning and weight. I mean, it says on the scales of fate, a soul is weighed and judged. And then receiving the gift of fate. it sounds like that decision was made and it was like a good one. Now forge connection true to hear his voice. So I don't know if we can bring him back, but maybe we can talk to him.
Right? I can tell him sorry, finally.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, we get closure.
But
and then,
nothing comes without cost. That's the one I keep thinking of.
That is the one I'm looking at, too.
Huh.
There has to be a cost. There is some... If we want any chance at... I think that whatever we do, it's gonna bring us the opportunity to talk to Spiff. But we need to sacrifice something. I mean, there's all kinds of sacrifices. We got a whole cow pit of sacrifices if we need, but something this powerful, I feel, has to be more dangerous, more personal.
I mean, yeah, Spiff wasn't here long enough to really make a big personal... For me to think of anything that would be very personal to him. I mean, jungle saplings, his grave, we've gathered all that.
Yeah, that's honestly the first thing I thought of. Does he have any relics?
No, I don't think so.
Well, not even his belongings that we...
Yeah, I guess he does. I mean, we can...
Let's go loot his corpse again!
Right. You know, I know that you aren't gifted with farsight, but the skull is looking almost directly at the tower on the Mushroom Island.
That's really cool.
Yep.
It's really cool.
All right.
Corpse looting. Just another day in the life of a necromancer.
Yes. Wonder if a wither horse may count as a sacrifice. Wither horse is gone.
Do you think a spear? Because there was a spear involved in his death.
Yeah, spears had a lot to do with his death. I think Spiff...
I feel like the spear could be an appropriate relic.
I think so.
We could take a jungle sapling too, but I'm gonna gather that. I saw you had relics set up over here.
Yeah, I didn't set up a chest yet for Spiff.
Yeah, I think we just kind of took
some of Iylo stuff.
Okay. Well, the anvil is over there. I'm gonna name this so that the spirits are aware that this is his.
This is so strange now without the...
Yeah, we'll have to fill this with something. More furnaces!
Yeah, right. At some point we build an auto smelter.
Honestly, we could expand the storage. It's actually getting kind of full.
That's true.
I mean, eventually, when I build the, there's gonna be sort of sub-buildings around the skull, representing, XP.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna move my storage into those.
I think that makes sense.
Just to free up some space.
I want to create a bunch of sub-buildings and turn this into a city, or at least lay the foundations of a city.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Yep. Oh, yeah. We have Prometheus and Bob up here. I don't know. I don't really want to sacrifice them.
Prometheus and Bob? Oh. I didn't know about that.
I remember looking out into the distance and saying that I saw, and this on our very first day with Spiff, saying that I saw a pillager outpost. And Spiff said, "Oh, allays would be pretty cool." And,
well, then we should keep them around.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think a spear is an appropriate sacrifice.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna have a food.
A food.
Yeah, I lost a heart during construction.
I am also. I'm at half a heart, and I don't know why. Probably from the consecutive times of falling.
I still feel like
the
they're
spear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I think
the
we
spear.
need something more.
But rituals love 3.
Okay.
If we can bring together 3 elements in some way, typically a ritual will be more successful. It's one of those magical numbers, like 3, 7, the other ones. I only did a few of my readings, I'll be honest.
But 3 and 7, and honestly, those are the easiest ones to get to.
Exactly. Like, once you start getting into the higher numbers, it's like, well, honestly, that only, applies to, 3 incantations anyways.
Right. Well, I'll do some thinking. I can't stick around much tonight.
Yeah, it's coming up on midnight, and I do work tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But this has been more eventful than I expected. I was just excited about my skull.
Those pillagers really knew how to make a timely entrance, eh?
Yeah. Right, well. Much to think about.
Definitely.
I'm gonna name this spear before we're done.
Yeah, where's the anvil now?
It's in a chest right now.
Okay.
I forgot that I would be moving the enchanting setup, because in creative I just put down a new enchanting setup. So I forgot that, there would be additional things. Fifth spear. There we go.
Spear. Speareth? No.
Alright. I'm gonna leave that in the chest for now. And you know what? I'll leave my journal out here too. I will slowly be moving sort of me out in this direction.
Your operations.
Yeah. The cows will be remaining as they are. I ain't moving those.
Yes. Yeah, I was thinking that for walls, we can use the river on the one side or on the many sides as boundary. We're kind of on a peninsula, aren't we? Sort of.
A little bit. I want to terraform that whole island. I feel like it would look cool with as I say, I want to put lighting directly around the base underneath moss, and then I want to build something that looks like necrotic energy seeping out of it. And then I was thinking even having tendrils that come off it and are bridges all the way around to all the closest points of this little circular pond thing. So there's many access points via these tendrils.
Yeah. I like that.
And there's also going to be the death puff of smoke in the air to add some vibes, and then XP on the ground is sort of my plans.
Yeah.
But for now we have Skull. And Skull is sufficient.
Skull is sufficient. It does the job. It did the job.
Clearly.
It will be doing more job.
And
Another heart.
if we survive whatever the sacrifice will end up being, then those are my stretch goals.
Yeah. Oof. The surviving part.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I guess we'll reconvene.
I think so. We'll have a think and a sleep. Or two. Maybe
Yeah.
even 3 thinks.
And I will, tomorrow evening, I will, gather my necrotic power. I will be playing Phasmo.
Yes. Practicing.
Yes.
It's your homework. Or, not
I'll be
extended. What
attending
is that
class
called?
or something. I don't know. I think I said I
Yeah.
graduated, so I don't. It's an alumni event.
Yeah,
I'm a
continued
T-
education.
I'm a TA now.
Okay.
Well, hey, I've had a bona fide vision. You know, that's
Yeah,
qualification.
most definitely.
Yep. So yeah, we've just hit the 12 o'clock mark. There's the skull. I'm just going to stare at it because it's beautiful. And yeah, I will be playing Phasmo tomorrow night, regular time. All y'all know that in the chat. And then Thursday evening?
Yes, Thursday evening.
Thursday evening, we will reconvene and see if we can figure out this ritual. And maybe we can talk to Spiff. I'm excited.
Okay, get build advice. Figure out what to do with this tower.
I was building the skull and I was like, oh man, I really need a builder.
Uh-huh. And the stronghold is almost done. It's close enough to done.
I'm excited.
You can get
have
input.
I felt so bad from the beginning that like it was supposed to be the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of just been the 2 of us.
Yep.
I'm hopeful now.
Me too. And we have a goal. And
Yeah.
holy cow, that thing looks awesome in the rainy sunset.
Yay!
It looks good from the front, but this profile view is just, yeah, it's
good.
Vibes.
I'm so glad I nailed it because honestly, this is probably the side people are going to see the most often.
Right.
And usually people focus the front of a build, so that was a huge risk, was neglecting the side profile. And I mean, yeah, people will see it walking from spawn.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a great reminder of their mortality as they join the server.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A public service. Chaos says, I mean, Spiff gambled with random chance and lost. Yeah. But, you know, maybe this time he'll win. Oh, so pretty. We do need to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, George. Alright. Well, with a nap on the server, so too will I go do a sleep in real life. Thank you all for joining me for this very eventful stream. Several exciting things happened. Maybe I won't be able to sleep, actually. But, thank you all for watching, joining, chatting. Thank you, Wither Dad, for coming to save me from the pillagers.
Yes.
And I will see you all very soon. Bye!
I feel like there's gotta be someone who's made some kind of like beat out of the hoe sound. 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 I feel like there's gotta be someone beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. There's gotta be beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. Beat out of the hoe sound. who's made some kind of like